G'day, Eric Bakker, naturopath and author of Candida Crusher. I'm going to talk to you today about another Candida crushing food. This is a sixth food. You may have seen my other videos outlining the other foods. This food is the cruciferous vegetables. So what are cruciferous vegetables? Well, cruciferous vegetables incorporate a group of leafy greens in particular. You may be familiar with some of these: bok choy, Brussels sprouts, broccoli, cauliflower, rutabaga, turnip, kale, radish. There may be a few more. Cabbages, I think, are another one. So these are very nutrient-dense foods, very powerfully nutrient-laden foods, good to eat and incorporate into your diet. They're often popular with people who get more experience with juices too. They may juice kale and these sorts of things. So many people don't like the taste of these foods. You know, particularly Brussels sprouts is not really a favorite food by a lot of people, but I love Brussels sprouts. I like them steamed up, grated with a bit of nutmeg on top. They taste quite nice. There is some controversy about these particular foods in that they block the production of thyroid hormones. And there is certainly some truth in this, but eating them raw is not a very good idea for this reason. And research I did, I found that if you cook them, steam them, or just cook them partially, you're going to help reduce this goitrogenic ability by up to 3/4. So juicing kale, for example, or eating raw broccoli all the time is perhaps not a really good idea if you suffer from hypothyroidism. So if you do have thyroid tendencies to have low thyroid activity, make sure that your iodine is checked and in the correct range, that you're consuming sufficient selenium and zinc and all the cofactors required for thyroid hormone production. And B, make sure that you cook or steam the cruciferous vegetables properly. And C, have seaweed in your diet. Clever, because by having seaweed in your diet, you're ensuring you've got sufficient iodine to allow the thyroid to make these thyroid hormones. We're getting off the beaten track here. We're talking a bit more about thyroid today, but so be it. So the thyroid hormones, when you think about it, trithyroidenine and thyroxine are very iodine dependent. Okay, so you need to have iodine in the diet. But when it comes to Candida, however, very clever to incorporate these foods into the diet as well, because they're nutrient dense and also they contain a lot of fiber. And Dr. William Crook in the Yeast Connection spoke a lot about these particular foods as well, the cruciferous vegetables. So these foods allow your digestive system to contain the correct kind of fibers to allow the beneficial bacteria to grow. Okay, these are prebiotic foods. I've noticed there's a whole range of new supplements coming out with all these, new fandangled prebiotics in them, with all these trademarks and patents and all this nonsense. But this is all rubbish. Why don't you just eat these kind of foods, because then you're going to incorporate the prebiotic tendencies of food naturally in your diet instead of, again, supplementing with stuff, okay? Remember what I said before, let food be your medicine and medicine be your food. So eat more of these foods. I grow a lot of broccoli and kale in my vegetable garden, and they're wonderful foods to eat on a regular basis. But just bear those 3 points in mind I mentioned previously about the cruciferous. And if you do that and incorporate them, even with thyroid, you should be fine, okay? So I hope that answers any questions about cruciferous vegetables. And this now completes my 6-part series on Candida crushing foods. So thanks for your time.